Hey guys, I'm back. So I know it's been a minute since I've been online and I posted any videos and everything. As most of you know, I kind of fell off the bandwagon and again. Um, but we have finally moved into our new home. I'm starting to go to school now. So I'm property of Pima Medical. And that's been keeping a lot of my time. I still do my reviews. I still try to get on my blog as much as I can. I still have a million other things. I still have my son who's upstairs asleep right now. Maybe. But overall, you can't see it right now. Let me see if I can turn the camera. Right there is my new treadmill. Well, new old treadmill. Somebody donated it to me. I got on it for a few minutes. It's old. It kind of shuts down a little bit after you've been going for a while. There's some. It was free. It works when it wants to work. So I'll take anything. My Xbox crashed, so I haven't been able to do any of my Zumbas or my dance or anything like that. What's really nice is the new house that we're living in right now. If you go around the back side, there's actually a large park. There's no equipment. It's just an open grass field, but I guess it's considered a park. But we discovered today that because I live in a corner house, when I go around my house, you go out the front and you go around the corner and you go around to the back, which is where the park is. When you're walking that way, you can actually walk the entire length of the park, which is about, I would say 50 yards. Maybe more than that. 75 yards, almost a football. Well, I don't know. No, we'll say 50 yards, just to be conservative. You walk about 50 yards, and then it dead ends at a fence. And then if you turn left, it actually will cut back through. There's an opening where you can cut back through because the canal runs right there. So you can actually cut back through, and you go back up on my street. So there's like this nice long track kind of ring. So my son and I went out there and walked the track today. And we were in around 3 times. I could have probably gone a few more times, obviously, but Cameron was getting a little tired and he was ready for his nap. And it was something we just discovered today. I was actually getting a little jealous because my husband would be taking him over there when I would be leaving for school. So today I was like, oh, I'll throw my shoes on and go take him for a walk. And that's when we discovered that little opening. So it's cool. So I think I'm going to start putting that into my routine. I am back to 368 pounds. I jumped on the scale the other day, and then I got on back on the scale again. Once I saw that, I started drinking a lot more water. My stomach wasn't feeling all that great, and so that kind of helped flushed out. And now I'm down another 3 pounds. So I'm trying. I'm hitting kind of a slump. I'm hitting kind of another depression kind of moments. I severed my finger while I just cut the tip off. But yeah, I would say that depression is definitely having a lot of things going on. And I know exercise helps with that, I know, but it's kind of a thing. I'm struggling a little bit in school, so that's kind of stressing me out. The new move, trying to unpack and do something with this house is stressing me out. Then I have Cameron and trying to keep up with all my stuff online. My Witch's Garden Etsy store has kind of taken a nasty hit because Etsy doesn't really want any more Wiccans selling on their site, and they've kind of made that nicely clear. I don't know, not blatantly clear or anything like that, but they sent me this really nice email that says, hey, we are still open for you to sell on Etsy, but your lavender necklace needs to say lavender necklace and nothing else. You can't use any of the properties. You can't use anything else. So I went from making about $50 to $75 a month just as extra spending cash from my shop down to 0. So that kind of hit me hard. I have been wanting to do my own website. I signed up for a Wix.com website, but obviously, as you guys all know, or some of you know who have done it, it's very time consuming to try to get everything set up and done. I've got kind of the background going. I want to get some color schemes going. I've been looking into actually just buying my own domain, but I don't know if I can justify it yet. So I wanted to see about getting a free website first and then shift over. But anyway, that has nothing to do with weight loss, but that is all a lot to do with my stress and my depression and why I kind of hit a nasty slump. So I'm also in Colorado, and I have been joining military wife groups. I have actually put myself out there quite a bit more than I did in El Paso to try to find some friends. And it's been kind of hit or miss. I met one girl who we kind of seemed, she's my real estate agent, the one who sold us this house. She's super awesome, love her to death, but it just seems kind of weird. Like it's kind of hard to transition to a friend's level with her. I met a girl the other night. Her name, it sounds like I'm kind of like a player or something, but I met a girl named Ashley the other night, and she came over because she was going to help us do some projects with the house. And she's actually a person who trains for Spartan races, I think it is. And she said she was going to come over. We might actually start hooking up, being friends. She lives like a mile away. She's got a full gym in her house. She watches a 21-month-old, so my son would actually have like a playmate while we go and exercise and whatever. We just met, so it's kind of like one of those new, I can't just rush right in and, whatever. So I'm hoping that works out. I really do. It really would be nice to have a friend out here. It would be, I really miss it. When I was really into my workouts, I had one really good friend, like in Phoenix, when I was at my lowest weight that I can remember. It was my uncle, Eric. He's an amazing, amazing martial artist. If anybody's in the Phoenix, Arizona area and is looking to do some training, he does Jiu-Jitsu, and he does it with the Bujinkan. And I'll post his link down below in case anybody's interested. But he doesn't charge much for classes at all. He likes all skill levels. He trained me. He's got a really great class. There's Sumo that's in the class. He's an awesome guy. I know him on Facebook too. Some of the people in the class have been there for years and years and years. And they actually go to a park. I'm not sure if they changed the venue. I don't think they have. But there's a park on 27th Avenue in Thunderbird where they train. So that way it keeps cost way down because there's no dojo. And you actually learn some really good stuff. So, again, I'll post them down. It's the Phoenix Bujinkan. But Eric is amazing. He got me up and he gave me a lot of support and courage, and we got to the gym every day, and it was probably the best I ever felt is when I was training with him, because we'd go to the gym multiple times a week, and then I would train with him at martial arts, and that was the best I ever felt. And now I miss it. I'm like, oh, I was so hard on myself all the time. I was so hard on myself because I was like, I'm too heavy. I can't do any of this stuff. And now, well, I'm like 100 pounds more than that now. And I'm like, oh God, I'd give anything to be back there again. So baby steps, baby steps. First things first, I had to get back on here. Let everybody know that I'm back on here again. So I'm going to try to check in. I'm going to start to try to do this right. I'm going to get with my husband probably on Friday. We'll do measurements, we'll do weights, we'll do pictures, and I will start doing it like on every Friday or every Saturday and start coming on here and logging again, because that seems to help. Yeah, I'm pretty mad at myself for not being as far along as I should be, and it's hard. It's really, really hard. The Nutrisystem really thing didn't really pay off. I did lose a little bit of weight. That's what helped me get down, but I kind of gained it all back. It's just another one of those crash diets. It really is, and it's expensive. Some of their food was good. Some of their food was bad. The support was good, but the only thing that's going to make this or break this is you. The only thing that's going to make you do anything is you. And just like my best friend said, she said over and over and over and over and over and over again, it's all about diet and changing your lifestyle habits, or not diet, or exercising and changing your lifestyle habits. That's what it's about. We're working on it. We're trying really hard not to go out for fast food at all. If we do, it's once in a blue moon, simply because we don't have dinner that night or whatever. But we're trying really hard to stay away from fast food. We're trying really hard to increase our activity. My husband gets up every morning before he goes to work, and he wakes me up and he stretches me out. So we do a lot of leg stretches and stuff like that. So, I'm trying. It's not easy. It's really not. And I'm starting to hit that wall where I'm trying not to give in to the phase. I'm trying not to give in, but, I feel so kind of beaten up that it's like, I'm 35 and it's hard. It's hard to keep the mentality to keep going, especially when you're doing it on your own. You know, my husband comes around, he's like, oh, I gained 10 pounds. And he's like, I'm like, where did you gain it? And he's like wiggling his, you know, small little spare tire around his abdomen. You know, granted, he's a soldier. You're not supposed to let yourself go like that. You're supposed to keep up on it. But he's 185 pounds, and he could still run circles around most people in their 20s. So it kind of hurts my feelings a little bit when he talks like that, because he doesn't, it's not the same as this, you know. Or when I have those moments where I'm like, I really need something sweet, because I crave something sweet all the time. I'm addicted to sweets, and I'm like, I really would like something sweet. And he says, babe, maybe you shouldn't. And it hurts, because he's saying, because he's not trying to do it to be mean. He's not trying to do it because he's not trying to do it to hurt me in any way, but he's just trying to remind me that I have certain goals, and eating that is not going to help. But also, it's like on the opposite side of the coin, I can't have it because of how I am. So anyway, this is much a longer video than I expected. So yeah, but I just wanted to check in, let you guys know where I'm at. I'm still trying. It's not easy, but I'm trying. So yeah, I'll let you guys go, and then I will check in probably by Saturday and see if I can get an updated video with measurements and weights and pictures and blah 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 blah. So see you later.